on, Added Gains? Welcome to the channel. If this is your guys' first time here, welcome. If you haven't already, you're gonna want to go and subscribe, because I'm telling you, you guys are gonna like this content. It's really, really good content. And make sure you hit the like up on every video. Why? It helps me out. Oh, here's another YouTuber saying subscribe and like. Guys, you're gonna like the videos, so just do it so you can see what's going on. I want to dive in and make you guys think about something starting off. Yes, we're gonna train back today. Yes, I'm gonna give you guys a back workout. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be brutal. We're gonna build some muscle. But first and foremost, I wanna get real with you guys. Let's talk about something. We live in a day and age to where people complain about everything, or they have issues, or there's problems, or there's something going on that's just chaotic everywhere. And what people like to do nowadays is they'd rather just act like there's no hope. They like to complain about it. But in all reality, it's like you don't realize you're in charge and you can make a difference, but you don't do anything. Think about how many situations you know in life, whether it's relationships in your life, it's you at your workplace, it's you in the gym, you're unhappy with how you look, how you feel, your day-to-day, what it looks like, but you do nothing to change it. You go through day after day, year after year, and then next thing you know, it just gets worse and worse, and now you're really complaining, you're really upset. But in all reality, you have the power to start changing, to start making better decisions in all areas of your life. Start making an impact and stop complaining. Complaining has zero value, so stop doing it. You guys are like, man, I clicked on this video to get a back workout, and this guy's getting all real with me. Guys, real talk is going to benefit your workout, because once you start making better decisions in all areas of your life, your workouts are going to get better, your brain activity is going to get better. Here's the thing, you're not going to have a good workout and you're not going to get the best results in life until your mindset is wrapped around making better decisions in all areas of your life. Start making better decisions. Let's go ahead, start warming up our back. I hope that meant something to one of you out there. Just start doing it. Make better decisions. Let's go.
So in case you guys are noticing, when I'm doing these rows here, I'm using my wrap right here on the right hand, and I'm not doing so on the left. The reason why is because I have a little bit of an imbalance when I do a lot of my pull work. I'm trying to take as much of the bicep out of my right hand as possible, and trying to really focus it more on the lat, because the right lat, it tends to be a little bit smaller and weaker than the left. Now I have the opposite problem on the left hand. The bicep does not really engage very much on this left hand. It's like the left bicep on this hand is smaller than the right bicep, but it's the opposite with the lats. So I'm trying to correct for that imbalance there. So take all the grip out of the bar with this hand right here, use all the grip here, and just trying to switch the focus a little bit. So in case you're all wondering, that's why I'm doing that.
All right, guys, moving on to the next back exercise. We're going to do some one arm dumbbell rows, but as you can see, we have Mr. Fat Grips here. If you guys haven't ever tried these out, they really work the forearms, that grip strength. They're really awesome. They make everything a lot harder. So these are Josh's. He just brought them out. I'm like, let's go ahead and try it for the rows. One thing I want you guys to do when you're doing the rows, and you'll see is a lot of people do they're hunched over and they're like doing this. They're pulling with their arm and stuff. No, we want to work the lat, the back, the thickness. That's what we're doing. So one thing I like to do, you can either, if you have a rack or an incline bench in your gym, come up to it, put your hand down, your feet back, get it to where your back is, you don't want to be slunched over, that chest is up. You're taking the dumbbell back towards the hip. I'm stretching my lat, back towards the hip. That's gonna work the whole side of the back. I'm excited to try these. Let's get it. All right, so we're about to do some close grip pull downs. Now, whenever you do close grip pull downs, what it really works is the depth of your lats. So whenever you're doing wide grip pull downs, it's gonna work the width, close grip works the depth. Now, one thing you should do when you're doing these is I like to always take my thumbs on the outside of whenever I'm pulling down anything. Pretend your hands are just like clamps on back day. Now what this is gonna do, it's gonna minimize the bicep that you use when you're doing back day. A lot of people, once they start to struggle, they automatically will just start to pull with their arms, not realizing what they're doing. So throwing your thumbs on the outside is going to minimize that. One other thing, the biggest results I started to see on training back is when I lowered this weight. You know, you'll see so many people just throwing so much weight and they're using the momentum, they're just jerking the weight down, but they're not controlling it, they're not really focusing on what it is they're training. We're training our lats here, the depth of the lats. So when you're doing these reps and you're coming in here, come down to your chest and you're squeezing. And then on the way back up, all the way through, see how my head comes through? Now I'm getting a full stretch in my lats. Come down, squeeze, all the way through. None of this, you know, we're not using momentum. So once you really start getting the form down, I guarantee you're gonna feel it. I guarantee you're gonna wanna go a little lighter, and I guarantee you're gonna see results. Well guys, that's all she wrote for the back day and a little bit of biceps. When you guys are training, start thinking about things differently. And what I mean by that is when you go into the gym, you know, and I say this 1,000 times, you get a bunch of different styles of working out. You got people who literally just are weightlifters. They just go in, they move weights around. You got power lifters, people that are focusing on getting stronger, moving heavier weight. You got people that, you know, they're into CrossFit, reps under time. You got all these different forms of working out. But if your goal and your main goal is to build muscle, your goal is to look good, to feel confident, you want to create that good looking physique, you know, the wider shoulders, smaller waist, you know, that proportionate aesthetic look. The way you need to start thinking when you're training is putting your mind into the muscle. Mind-muscle connection. Stop worrying about the numbers. Start focusing on the form. Everything should have a squeeze, a contraction. You should focus on what it is that you're doing. So for instance, when we're training back today, when we're doing close grip pull downs, like I told you guys earlier, depth of the lats, I want to feel this on the lat. I want to feel my lat being stretched. When we're doing the underhand rows and we're on the Smith machine, I'm thinking center of the back, thickness. I'm squeezing and contracting. I'm taking my back and I want to pretend like there's a pencil in between my traps and I'm just squeezing it to hold that pencil there. Those are things you need to start thinking about in your training. And I guarantee you, once you do, you stop worrying about weight, throwing things around, bad form. I mean, if you guys think about it, think about it. Think about it, think about it. If you guys really just sit down and ask yourself, when I'm doing a bicep curl, and I got this heavy weight, and I'm doing this, what am I doing? I'm using my hip, my shoulder, everything else. We want to focus on this right here. All it is up and squeeze, back down. Start focusing on your form. Start thinking about what it is that you're doing when you're in the gym. You guys will see better results. All right, guys, for more content, stay tuned here at Natty Gains, and I'll see you guys later.